In the book of Genesis, we find records of the activity of man from the very beginning of their existence. A noteworthy account of the righteousness of one man against an evil world is the story of Noah. Mankind had become wicked and corrupt in the eyes of God, as stated in Genesis chapter 6, verses 5 and 6. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continuously. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. But there was one exception, and that was the man of God called Noah. Noah is described as a righteous man, and because of this worthy attribute, when God decided to destroy all flesh in a great flood, he chose to spare Noah and his family. In preparation for this great disaster, God commands Noah to save all clean animals by 7 and unclean animals by 2, both male and female. God instructs Noah to build an ark of gopher wood and provides specific dimensions and instructions for its construction. Noah, his family, and the animals entered the ark, and God shuts the door of this great boat. Eventually it starts to rain, and the water floods the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. Everything that lived on dry land and in the sea perished. But Noah and those with him were kept safe in the ark. The flood waters recede, and after 150 days, the ark comes to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah first sends out a raven, then a dove, to see if the land had dried up. When the dove finally returns with an olive leaf, Noah knows that the waters were abated. Eventually, God commands Noah to leave the ark with his family and the animals so they can repopulate the earth. God, in his great benevolence, establishes a covenant between Noah and his descendants, promising never to destroy the earth with a flood again. The rainbow was given as a sign of this covenant between God and man. In this story, Noah is seen as a figure of righteousness and obedience, surrounded by the wickedness of the people of the world. Can you imagine that only one man and his family was chosen by God among so many people? This shows that usually it is a few who truly follows the path of righteousness, in contrast to the majority who chose to live in iniquity. In Proverbs chapter 19 verses 16 says, "He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that despiseth his ways shall die." Therefore, if we choose to keep the commandments of God and walk uprightly, the Lord will have mercy on us and spare us.